Good afternoon, everybody. I'm coming at you from beautiful Wales next to sea. It has just been amazing weather this weekend, so I hope it's been lovely wherever you are too. So I'm coming at you from my little garden by this beautiful lavender. Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about wisdom, because I often hear that people are struggling with eating issues, they're struggling with alcohol issues, they're struggling to know which direction to take in their life, they're struggling with their body, they might have fibromyalgia, they might have migraines. A lot of people come to me with anxieties, just a kind of general feeling of heaviness, heavy thinking, feeling off, feeling tired, feeling stressed. And so what I want you to know, and something that which isn't taught to us as children, which is a shame, is that we all have innate wisdom and we all have innate mental health, even though it sometimes doesn't feel like we do. And what I mean by wisdom is that our bodies have an innate wisdom. So there's nothing that we need to do to make the blood go through our heart. There's nothing that I need to think about to make my arms move, to do exercise, to move my legs. There's nothing I need to do to grow my hair. There's nothing I need to do for the air to go through my lungs. There was nothing that I needed to do to learn how to walk, to learn how to talk. It's pretty amazing that young babies pick up, several languages if they live in a multilingual household. And my own son, who's 19 now, he lives in Greece, in Corfu, and he's picking up Greek fairly easily, much easier than I would, because I'm very set in my ways now. But don't you think that that's pretty amazing, that there's this infinite wisdom running through our bodies that is also running through the planet and the universe, that makes the earth spin every 24 hours, go round the sun, that makes the tides come in and out. There's nothing that we have to do to make those things happen, and we are all attached to that, wired to that. If you think about like plugging your computer into the mains, we're all attached to the sort of universal energy of wisdom, which means it's guiding us 100% of the time, and sometimes we don't hear it. Sometimes we do, and we can feel it, that it's a sort of different voice, a kinder voice, a calmer voice, a wiser voice. And often we don't. We have a lot of sort of intellectual thinking about our situation or our bodies or our anxiety, our mental health. And we don't see that we're being guided all the time by innate wisdom. So innate wisdom to me is a bit like common sense. It's the fact that you don't really need to get told to get up in the morning. You don't really need to get told to go to the toilet. You don't really you need to get told to eat when you're hungry or drink when you're thirsty. It's just kind of an innate wisdom. And the same is to be said for our mind, our mental well-being. Our mind is a bit like a river that's self-correcting. A river, if you tread in it and splash it about, it can bring up the mud or the sands or the stones. But if you walk away or just sit and watch it, the river just naturally settles. There's nothing you have to do to make it settle. And your mind is a bit like that. It settles on its own. It's self-correcting. And when we leave it alone and we kind of stay out of trying to fix it, focusing on the thoughts that need to be fixing, focusing on our past that needs to be fixed, focusing and digging up our memories to fix what we think is wrong with us, I want you to consider, firstly, that there isn't anything wrong with you, and secondly, that if you just leave your mind alone, it will settle on its own, and there's nothing that you actually have to do to make that happen. Now, in this month's I have a little membership site called the She Connects Circle, and I do exercise and yoga and meditation, and we look at nutrition and hormones and recipes and things like that. But each month I have a theme of the month, and this month's theme is called The Wiser You. And if you'd like to find out a little bit more about wisdom and how it serves you, then I'd love for you to join me in my membership group, the She Connects Circle. I've also got a free Facebook group, so if you're not watching this in the group already, if you're watching it on YouTube or Instagram, I have a free Facebook group called She Connects. There are over 900 women in there now from all over the world, and it's a hugely supportive space for women only. But if you are interested in kind of looking upstream, looking in a different direction, looking into the true nature, your true self, and where you can find peace of mind, then please just leave me a message, give me a call, or you can get me on my website, which is also linked below. I'd love to hear from you and connect from you. And obviously I do one-to-one coaching, and I have a coach, and I find it incredibly beneficial. But whichever forum you see this, it would be lovely to connect with you. And I hope you've heard something in this, a little something, a little snippet, a little glimpse, a little memory of when have you been guided by wisdom, and just look there rather than looking at everything that's wrong and trying to figure it out and working on fixing our thinking and all this sort of busyness. Just, I'd like you to consider looking upstream, looking to the fact that we don't have to do anything to make our hair grow, to make our nails grow, to go through our life. The seasons don't have to do anything, they just naturally change, intuitively change. The trees don't have to do anything to make their leaves fall. We are a part of nature too. And if you're open to hearing something different, then I'd love to connect with you. And I'm sending you love this day. Take care.